The Type 7 enthusiast is defined by their endless appetite for new, exciting experiences. They are the classic Renaissance people in that they can excel at multiple, totally unrelated fields like cooking and karate. Enthusiasts get their name because they bring a joyful, curious attitude to pretty much everything. They want to consume all that life has to offer, which is why their core struggle is with gluttony or excessive self-indulgence. Sevens have an insatiable appetite for more and different because their greatest fear is boredom or feeling trapped. Sevens are actually in the thinking triad, which I'll get to more later, but this just means that their minds are always going a million miles a minute. This makes them really good at synthesizing tons of information really quick. And so they're often pretty sharp people despite not being your classic intellectual. They're typically great conversationalists, while you have their attention that is, because they've dabbled in so many different areas that they can find a connection with you with pretty much anything you bring up. Sometimes this can make them feel like twos because of how well they intuit situations, but sevens could really care less about your needs, as they're far more concerned with just making sure everyone has a good time, and a good time comes from positivity and connection and good vibes and yada yada yada. In fact, the quickest way to frustrate a seven is to show up to the table with nothing but cynicism or negativity or being too cool for school. Sevens are bothered by people's doubts or disinterest in them because sevens typically have a low sense of self-worth, despite looking so damn confident all the time. The reason sevens suffer from a low sense of self-worth is because they know their skills came easy to them and that they don't really put in the work that others do to attain a true level of expertise. Enthusiasts also know that they can only entertain themselves for so long before the confines of life and responsibility inevitably creep back in. The big challenge for enthusiasts will be to stay committed to people and practices long enough to rediscover a deeper beauty than they initially experienced. And if they don't, they usually have full-on Peter Pan syndrome and never really mature into their true self. All right, that's the Type 7 in a nutshell. I figure I'm probably going to be losing most Type 7s at this point because they heard all they wanted to hear. But if you want to get deeper, let's talk about how the childhood experience for the 7 continues to shape their personality to this day.